everybody? Welcome to the Maurice Brown Sports Edition. As I just announced, Bobby Boucher to the LA Rams. They're really doing it now, right, Stu?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, I tell you,
they're going to have to fire their water boy.
They're going to have to fire their water boy. You don't get a lot of Bobby Bouchers around, I'll tell you. Anyway, Stu, what's going on, man?
What's up, Mo? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, another crazy week in the NFL. This was crazier this week. The game of the week was Green Bay, and, of course, that's my team, the Packers. They lost, unfortunately, but the game of the week was Green Bay, Minnesota, a barn burner, 34-31. What'd you think of that one?
That was a great game. We've been saying it every week. The Minnesota Vikings, you got to watch out for them. They play everybody tough. And that game could have went either way. It came down to the last second for the field goal. But Aaron Rodgers, he had a great game. You guys were right in there the whole game. It just didn't go your way.
No, it didn't. I mean, we actually picked Kirk Cousins twice, and I think he dropped the ball once. We picked that up, and all three were overturned by the referee for some other garbage crap going on there, and we weren't able to take advantage of it and get out of there with the win. But the Vikings always play the Packers very tough. Hats off to Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. We're going to talk more about them a little bit later on in the show. Of course, the Patriots defeated the Falcons last Thursday night, 25-0. No one's really surprised about that. And then
I was.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your surprise on that.
I wasn't surprised about them winning. I was surprised and they didn't score anything. Like Atlanta Falcons, they're known for a decent offense. They usually put up some type of points. To see Matt Ryan and them boys throw up a donut was surprising to me. I did pick the Patriots to win the game, but I didn't expect them to not put up any points. That was surprising to me.
D'Angelo Malone. Hey, what's up, D?
What's up, bro?
I told you Cam Newton wasn't going to do too well against the Panthers. He didn't have to do the I'm back thing at the hospital room. He made it through the game. But right. I tell you, man, we're going to talk about the Washington football team, too, coming up later on in the show. They are a dangerous group you don't want to run into. But I agree with you, Stu. I mean, you would think the Falcons would put up a better fight than that. I mean, even the week before when they got destroyed by the Cowboys, it's like, what happened to Atlanta? So, no, it's a good point. It makes you wonder what is going on with them. Yeah. Miami over the Jets yesterday, Sunday, 24-17. What'd you think of that one?
Miami did what they had to do. They're the better team. The quarterback was playing good ball. They did what they had to do. The Jets, they're in the rebuild mode right now, and they're still trying to figure things out. So, the better team won.
The better team won, and then as we were talking about the Washington football team, a pretty big win over Carolina yesterday, 27-21. Now, you had to honor a bet you made. Tell everybody why you're wearing that hat.
So I had to wear this hat because it was actually Dallas. So the argument was that the Chiefs had arrived last week. And I was saying that they're showing good, but they got to keep the consistency up. And that if the Chiefs were to beat Dallas, that I would wear this hat. And I'm a man of my word, and I got the hat on. If you can see, the tag is still on there because it's going back. First chance I get, but I gotta honor the bet. So
yes, sir. Well, you're a man of your word, Stu. You're a man of your word, by gosh. And yes, the Chiefs and Cowboys got into a very surprising game out there at Arrowhead, 19-9. I mean, what's up with Dallas, man?
Inconsistency. Not running the ball enough. Not getting Zeke his touches. Everything in Dallas tends to go off the run. So,
hey, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, they do.
Definitely inconsistent ball, and they got to show up. Like against the top teams, the playoff teams, you got to show up and show why you're meant to be there.
I can't figure them out. I mean, dude, I don't understand Dallas on any level. I don't believe the Chiefs have improved so much that the Cowboys could only find 9 points on that defense.
Right.
Okay, and then they let Denver 2 weeks ago go up in their crib and pimp slap them around. Pop, pop. I don't get them. And then they beat the Falcons 43-0 or 3. Whatever. I don't know what's up with Dallas. I don't know how to read them. I really don't. We're gonna get into some more questions about the scores that came in on Sunday. The Buccaneers over the Giants 30-10. We're not surprised about that. Somebody had to pay, and why not the G-men? And then we have the Colts. The Colts destroyed the Buffalo Bills. Dude, talk to me about that one.
That was a great game. The Colts are playing great defense. Wentz didn't really do much when you look at his stats. That running back went off. What's his name? Taylor? I actually got him on my
I think
fantasy.
so. He got 185 yards. I don't know his name. He got 185 yards. I know that.
Yeah. 5 TDs, 4 rushing TDs, 1 passing TD. The guy went off. I had him on my fantasy, so I definitely lucked up with him. But defense, man, they've been playing great defense, and Buffalo has to figure it out. They really got to figure it out.
Well, tell me your opinion of this. I think what Buffalo's problem is an inconsistent MVP candidate in Josh Allen. And I've already. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's a number of things. That goes back to what we were saying the past couple of weeks, playing complementary football. Offense, defense, special teams, running the ball, controlling the clock. Taking what the defense is giving you, making the plays that are there to be made. And Buffalo hasn't been getting it done lately. I'm interested to see if they can, bounce back and get it going. They're still in the mix, but it's a lot of teams heating up on the AFC side. So they're going to have to definitely buckle down and put their chin strap on. They want to get in this playoffs.
Yes. They're going to have to figure something out because I don't understand Buffalo. Then you got Cleveland and the Lions. 13-10. Baker Mayfield and Cleveland were booed by the fans on Sunday for a very lackluster win over the worst team in the NFL. I guess you could say the Lions are probably that. Them or Houston. But Baker Mayfield felt like he was being disrespected by the fans. He's saying, hey, I'm playing injured. Let me say something to you real quick. I'd love to get your commentary. He's not Michael Jordan. Okay.
No.
You're not Aaron Rodgers. You're not Tom Brady. Okay.
No.
So if you get hurt, sit down. Hey, sit down over there. Give me the backup. What do you think? Talk to me.
I commend his toughness, but what's understood don't need to be explained. A lot of players are playing hurt.
Yeah.
And that's a poor excuse. If the fans are booing, which I don't agree with the fans booing because they still won, but the fans are booing, just say, yeah, we didn't play our best game and we'll do better next time. You got to talk to your PR people and make sure that you're on point, because you don't want any rift going on in the locker room or calling people out and things like that. So he has to do a better job at controlling his emotions and, before he speaks. So.
At the end of the day, they won the ball game. So, fans, chill out. San Francisco, your boys over the Jags, 30-10. You're starting to go in the right direction. I think now the 49ers are that team we thought they were.
Like they said, they are who we thought they were. But
there it is. That's it, Stewart.
But man, we're definitely trending in the right direction. We got our swagger back. The defense is looking good. Offense is looking good. We running the ball. Cow's in his bag. We're playing complimentary football. We're getting turnovers. And we got a tough game with playoff potential against the Minnesota Vikings this week coming. So we're definitely going for the win.
Now, the Texans, arguably the worst team in the NFL. You take the Lions or the Texans, take your pick. They beat a Super Bowl contender, a team that you had 5 of the AFC. I think you might have even had them at number 1. And they lose, the Tennessee Titans, to the Houston Texans. What happened there?
They laid an egg, man. We've been seeing this actually for the past couple of weeks of top teams losing the teams that they should have beat. Texans came in there. It's the NFL. It's a week-to-week league. If you don't play your best game, you will be beat. They couldn't get the running game going. They're definitely missing Derrick Henry. And that'll be something to look at as the season progresses to see if they can maintain winning the ball without their monster and Derrick Henry.
And we had a really wild one with the Steelers and Chargers, 41-37, a high-scoring affair there. What do you think about the Steelers' offense getting back into a rhythm?
That was a great game. Big Ben, he's back. They in their rhythm. The Chargers, they're there. That quarterback's playing good. I mean, those are both two good teams. It could have went either way. It ended up going the Chargers' way that day. So, I think the Pittsburgh are a good team. I think they got a good coach. They'll figure it out, try to make sure that they're in this mix as the season progresses to try to push for a wild card spot.
And we had the Cardinals over the Seahawks on Sunday, 23-13. Seattle's going in the wrong direction.
Yeah. And I'm happy about it, to be honest with you, but as a 49er fan. Right. But Russ, I don't know. He seems off to me. I know he was cleared to go back after the finger injury, but offense seems off to me. They got to figure that out and figure it out quick. I honestly think that they're not making any playoffs or wild card or anything. I think they're done, to be honest with you. But you never can count Russ out. We'll see what happens in this next string of games if they can try to get a winning streak going. So that'd be interesting to watch.
Well, they came back pretty quickly from that injury. A lot of people were surprised that he had come back so quickly. And to your point, he may not be 100%. And because he's not looking like Russell Wilson, the guy that we know. And so you might be right about that. He might just be playing hurt, i.e. witness Baker Mayfield. Two different animals, of course. But if you're hurt, man. It's going to affect your play. And then we had Baltimore over the Bears, basically a JV team Baltimore played with yesterday. Tons of injuries. You know what I'm saying? Tons of injuries. And somehow they're still able to beat Chicago at Soldier Field.
Yeah, Baltimore showed that they can get it done without their MVP. They find great teams find a way to get it done. We've seen Arizona do it for, winning I think 2 out of their last 3 games with a backup, and Baltimore did it this week. So hats off to Baltimore. And when we get to the top 5, you'll see where I have them.
Now, we're going to talk about the state of the Washington football team. I'm going to hold off just a little bit and wait for Aaron Moore. He's going to talk to us about that. But let's skip over to the situation in the NFL. Dude, we had some really head-scratching fun. Matter of fact, as I speak of Aaron, he's showing up right now to the convo. Aaron Moore, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, we are doing great. We were just about to get into a discussion about the state of the Washington football team. You can see Stu is wearing that hat. He lost a bet last week.
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? Up to what you said you was going to do. Okay.
Yeah, man, I got to be a man of my word. Where your cousin at, man?
Yeah, he should definitely be watching this, Aaron.
I hope he is.
But Aaron, we're talking about the state of the Washington football team. I was telling Stu offline, I think that what we're looking at now, and you know this is as well as anybody that follows football because this is your team, they've been this close all year.
Yes.
Mistakes have kept them from having a much better record. And now it seems like they're starting to figure it out and be a team that's going to be somebody you don't want to run into.
You could actually see the defense getting more comfortable. And
yeah.
I think they starting to come together in jail a little bit, especially in that secondary.
Yeah.
They starting to feel more comfortable. And Heineke is getting comfortable as well. I think that's a big now. Washington football team has that bridge quarterback. And unless we have an Aaron Rodgers next year, he's our quarterback for next year.
Oh wow. You know what? I could see that.
Say that he's our quarterback for next year because the way if he continues to play like this, he's not making too many mistakes. He's moving the ball. You know, the team around him likes him and loves playing for him.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's not. To me, he's not a franchise quarterback. But on the other hand, I would say he is that bridge quarterback until Ron Rivera finds a quarterback for the future.
Well, he was making a ton of mistakes earlier. Like he would play well and not well in the same game consistently, game to game.
Exactly, but
But
you could see how he's getting more comfortable of being the guy.
Yeah,
that he's just being more comfortable of being the guy, and no, he don't have to look over his shoulders. He is the guy. And even when he was going through his struggles, I had to give it up to Ron Rivera just for sticking with him. Because you got Kyle Allen right behind him who's been playing in this league for a while. And he could have easily swapped them out, and I don't think nobody would have said anything. But I'm glad he stuck with him, and I'm looking forward. This Monday night game against the Seahawks is going to be a big game. It's a big game.
Where's it going to be played?
It's at home.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we were just saying Russell Wilson is not playing like himself.
Seattle's not playing like themselves. I would say it's the team.
But they're not. Yeah, I would agree.
Russ is not playing like himself either. Russ is not Russ. I don't know if it's finger or what's going on there, but he's not. And I hope Monday they continue to play like that.
Me too.
Yeah, well, Russell Wilson may have come back from that injury too soon because he just doesn't look like himself. And, of course, no one in Washington is going to cry for him.
No, but I will say that. I will say this going into next year.
Yeah.
If he don't want to be in Seattle, I still take him in Washington.
Well, you guys are in the sweeps. You guys are in the sweepstakes right now because you just mentioned Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers could be here next year. A lot of people have said that.
Wow.
Those are the only two quarterbacks. Those are the only two quarterbacks I would say that I will take over Heineke at this point.
Yeah.
Anybody else, I don't want to hear it. Those are the only two quarterbacks I'd take over.
Wow,
that's a strong statement. That's a very strong statement.
The way he's playing, and last week against Carolina, it was Cam Newton. It was Cam Newton day. But he showed up too. I mean, Cam Newton did play well. Newton did play well, but Heineke showed up too. So I like how he's playing.
Well, again, the Washington football team is a group you don't want to have to run into right about now. Everyone's trying to get playoff positioning and get that number one seed or just get in. Not to mention the fact that the football team could actually steal that wild card because you guys are 4-6. I think Washington is 4-6.
Yes, I'm getting a little nervous about the Eagles as well.
With good cause. The Eagles are starting to ball out right now.
They starting to look a little different than what they did at the beginning of the year. So,
I agree with you. And let me tell you something, Dallas, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
They got 2 games against the football team.
Back.
And then they have one more. Stu, your screen is a little fuzzy there. Okay, there you go. And then they've got one more against Philly in Philly.
Yep. Yes.
And the way the Cowboys are playing right now, you know what? I'll say this, and I can't even hold it. Let's just go to the next topic because this is going to fall into where I want to go with this thing. And Stu, I'm leaving this one to you to try to figure out. But right now, there's no real dominant team that you can say is like, okay, that's the best team in the NFL right now. Tennessee losing to the Texans.
Yeah.
Buffalo losing to the Colts. The Rams losing the week before to I forget who the Rams lost to.
49ers.
The 49ers, and they were handled outright. And then, Green Bay losing yesterday, which was really, kind of surprising the way that Green Bay. The question is, who's the real big dog in the NFL right now?
I had to give it to Arizona. I got Arizona sitting at number 1 at 9-2. Their backup quarterback has allowed them to continue to win, even without Kyler Murray being there. So they're playing great team football, complementary football, offense, defense, special teams. So I had to put the Cardinals back at number 1.
Okay, now the Cardinals, are they going to be getting Kyler Murray back and D-Hop back anytime soon?
I believe it's a situation where, they're winning now, so it's no rush. Right now, they're the number 1 seed right now. I would tell them guys, get healthy, no rush. We're winning, and continue to let them rest and get healthy instead of rushing them back so that they can make this push for the playoffs and potential Super Bowl.
So who's your AFC top 5 right now?
So AFC top 5, we got I switched it up this week. I got the Ravens sitting at number 1.
Whoa.
At 7-3.
Okay.
I got the Chiefs at number 2.
Wow.
At 7-4.
Okay.
They have arrived. The reason I'm wearing this hat right now. So.
Okay.
I got the Patriots at number 3 at 7-4. And I have the Titans at number 4 at 8-3. And the Chargers number 5 at 6-4.
Wow. Now, Aaron, would you agree with that list?
Actually, I do agree with that list.
Okay.
I wouldn't see no other team. I do agree with that list.
Yeah, like I said, the upsets. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, Aaron. My bad.
It's the Chargers. The Chargers stuck out to me a little bit. I think they might not be in that top 5 in a couple of weeks.
The Chargers?
Yeah, the Chargers.
Why is that?
I just don't see them continue to play the way they've been playing. They've been up and down a little bit. They haven't been consistent as they were at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know that their schedule coming up, but I'm not 100% on them.
Yeah, the whole picture is becoming very cloudy. That's why I asked the question, who's really the big dog in the NFL? Because everybody's just having these, head-scratching losses, the big dogs. And I'm like, how do you lose to the Houston Texans, Tennessee?
Right.
How do you do that? And their only 2 losses are to the Texans and the freaking Jets.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you about the Titans. Henry out is huge for them.
Yeah. Most definitely.
That offense tailored around him. And he helped a lot. He helped with the passing game and a lot. Now, they did it last week when they had Aaron Peterson coming in and playing, but now it's going to be tough for them.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough for them.
Now, here's the other issue I have, and I don't have a real issue because who's really the big dog? We don't know. But the Chiefs, right? I'm looking at them. You had them at number 2.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the Chiefs, and I still don't know what to think of Kansas City because it's like, yeah, they won the ball game, but it was a very underwhelming 19-9 win. I mean, there was nothing special about that win.
Right.
And we all thought they might be back after they destroyed the Raiders. Well, I think Gonzaga Prep could destroy the Raiders right now. What's that, Eric?
I ain't mean to cut you off, but you said it wasn't nothing amazing about that win.
No.
Now, I'm going to tell you, before that game started, everybody had Cowboys with one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
Now, I know they was down a couple receivers, but I'm just saying the way Kansas City defense played of shutting them out. If Dallas offense is supposed to be that good, and Kansas City defense shut them out the way they did, that's an impressive statement.
Well, I don't know who the Cowboys are. They're a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde team is what they are.
American
you see what I'm saying?
They was American team last week before this game. I'm just saying.
Well, you know how people are about Dallas. Everybody overreacts because of that stupid star. But I'll say this now. And then the week prior to that, the Broncos go into their own crib and pimp slap them around. Broncos. Pop, 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 pop. I'm like, so I don't know what is up with Dallas. But anyway, I don't want to take anything away from Kansas City. They should be in the top 5. They've earned it. It's just, this whole thing is just mind-boggling. Let's switch over. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The reason why I put them so high is because the eye test, they're starting to look like that team that we were accustomed to seeing, where they may not have the best defense on paper, but them boys show up and them dogs come out. And I was looking at that, and I'm like, dang, what Aaron said, how they held Dallas, and Dallas got this all-star offense and stuff like that. I'm like, that's playoff football right there. When them dogs come out, you better than us on paper, but when the game start, we the better team.
Let me say this. I'm going to throw a prediction out. I'm not going to put a Washington football team hat on, but I'm going to throw this out. Here's the deal. I'm just throwing this out. The team to beat right now at this stage, and I didn't see it coming, in the AFC are the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
If you go out there bojangling against Bill Belichick, you are going to lose to this team.
Yeah.
Buffalo's going home, Kansas City's going home, and Tennessee is going home. If they meet up with the Patriots in the playoffs, what am I saying? They're going to the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Oh man,
that's big. That's big statements.
Yeah. It is a big statement, and I'm just throwing it out because as I look at the landscape of the NFL, particularly in the AFC, the inconsistency from those supposed big dogs, Bill Belichick didn't operate like that. Okay, right. Say what you will about him, but when he establishes a tempo, it stays. So if you're Josh Allen and you have one of those bojangling days, you're going home for the holidays.
I'm not ready to crown yet. The Patriots have arrived. They're here. But when it comes to the big dogs, that's why I got the Ravens number 1. I think that the Ravens, you can't out physical them. They there. You're gonna have to buckle your chin strap up. And until that quarterback, the rookie, till we see what he's about in the postseason, we got to see. It's still a lot of unknowns. Is he going to lay an egg in the postseason? The defense is playing good, the running game and everything. But playoffs is a whole different ball game. So
well, and I could be wrong. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to wear one of those football team hats. But I'll tell you right now, the thing is, they're consistent. It's like they don't have like Tennessee has head scratching losses. Buffalo's got head scratching losses. Matt Fortney said KC is back. Well, you know what? All year, KC has been a head scratcher. Like, I don't know what to think about these guys. So, and then the other would be big dog in the AFC, Cincinnati. They're gone. Nobody even talks about Cincinnati anymore. Cleveland, they're not in the conversation anymore. The Chargers, they're up and down. They look like world beaters one week, and then the next week it's like, how did you lose that game? You lost 31-30 to an average team. So you don't even know what the Chargers are. The only team in the AFC right now as we talk today after week 11 are the New England Patriots. Think about it.
I mean, you got to get a Baltimore Ravens. I mean, they've been consistent this year.
No, dude, the Ravens had a head scratcher 2 weeks ago. It's like, who was it they lost to 2 weeks ago, Aaron? Do you remember?
That I'm not sure.
Check.
Check it real quick. I'm like, what the? I think it was they were embarrassed by the Bengals. They were humiliated by Cincinnati. And I'm like, huh? So I don't know. And they're beat up. Baltimore's got a ton of injuries. So I just don't know what to think about the American Football Conference. Almost lost to Minnesota. That would be who? Kansas City? They didn't play the Vikings this year, I don't think. Cincinnati. Baltimore. Baltimore almost lost to Minnesota.
Minnesota's a good team.
Matter of fact, wait a minute. Didn't they beat the Vikings? I don't know what happened. That was a close game. But anyway, let's switch up. And so, yeah. All right, Matt, I hear you barking Ravens. I got you, dude. Let's switch over to the NFC Top 5. What you got, Stu?
All right. At the NFC Top 5, number 1, we have the Cardinals at 9-2.
Okay.
Number 2, I got the Packers at 8-3.
Okay.
Number 3, I got the Bucks at 7-3. Brady and them came back. Number 4, I got the Rams at 7-3, and the Cowboys have fallen to number 5 at 7-3.
Okay.
So they're on that cusp of getting knocked out the top 5. They keep playing like that.
Aaron, what do you think of that list?
What was the Vikings at? I'm sorry.
No, they ain't. Vikings not even in the conversation right now.
Oh man.
They barely a wild card team. Once they lose the 49ers, these are teams that's already in the playoffs. Next week, 49ers going to dog the Vikings. Watch.
That's going to be a very good game. Where are they playing that one?
That's a good question. I believe it's in Minnesota. I'm not mistaken.
That is going to be. Let me tell you something. Hold on a second there, Stu. Hold on. You're gonna be in a dogfight against the Vikings.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you that right now. Now the 49ers are going to find out where they really are when they go to US Bank Stadium to play the Vikes.
Yeah.
They've been in every game all year. The Vikings have been just like the Washington football team. They've been in every game. And they are starting to turn a corner. That's another team you don't really want to run into, but the 49ers are on the uptick, and they are also a team that you don't want to run into as well. That's going to be a great game. Yeah. I think that's one I definitely want to see next week. What do you think of that list, Aaron? You think it's all right?
I'm not a hater on the Cowboys right now. I do think they're a good team. I just don't see them in the top 5. Just like I said, I don't see them as the team that everybody thinks they are, especially the way they played against Kansas City.
Okay.
But they are number 1 in the division, so that's why I give them their respect as far as the things they've accomplished this year. That could easily change. I put them in number 5. They lay another egg, somebody can creep up in the top 5. So that'll be interesting to see what they do.
I think it is going to change.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the Vikings. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah. Well, as we speak right now, I can see why you don't have them there, but they are really nipping at the door. I'll tell you that much. So your NFL top 10 for the league, what you got, Stu?
All right, top 10. Number 1, we got the Arizona Cardinals at 9-2. Number 2, we got the Packers at 8-3. Number 3, I got the Ravens at 7-3. Number 4, I got the Bucks at 7-3. Number 5, I got the Rams at 7-3. All right, I know you want them Patriots. Number 6, I got the Chiefs at 7-4. And 7, I got the Patriots at 7-4. 8, Titans 8-3. 9, Cowboys at 7-3. And number 10, Chargers at 6-4.
Okay, no Vikings in the top 10.
No Ravens? Nah. No Baltimore? Did you say Baltimore?
Yeah, Baltimore is number 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But see, a lot of these teams that y'all want to be in there, they're not even in the playoff run right now. They're trying to fight for a wild card spot. So I got to give respect to the teams that's already solidified or in the picture as we speak right now.
So my man Jason Earl says they need to bring the wishbone back. Hey, look, dude, I'm going to tell you right now. If you look at the NFC, the Vikings are probably if the playoffs started today, they would be a wild card.
They would be a wild card.
Yeah,
the Vikings would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so I mean they're look, I think the 49ers, the Vikings, and now the Washington football team, and then the Philadelphia Eagles. Those are 4 potential wild card teams that can mess up everything for I mean they could be the fly in the ointment.
We're gonna get that win this week. Both of us are 5-5, Minnesota and 49ers, so we're gonna get that dub.
Okay, I got you. I hear you.
Kirk Cousins good, man. Kirk Cousins.
Shanahan knows Kirk Cousins very well.
He does.
he knows his weaknesses and his strengths.
He does.
We got something for Kirk.
Well, Kurt tried to give the game to my boys, and he was blessed with a couple of flags.
Yeah.
He was blessed with 2 flags that would have ended the ball game because Aaron was getting ready to go down the field. And hey, Mason, let's get out of here. Kick that thing through.
And that last drive, he threw an interception, didn't he? But I thought it was an interception. I mean,
well, they said he didn't bring it in. I didn't think the ground could cause well, it wasn't a fumble. He had it going to the ground, and it came out, and so therefore it was incomplete. So that was legit. I give him that. I ain't gonna hate. They beat us. I ain't gonna hate, man. I'm gonna leave them dudes alone. So look, now we got Turkey Day coming up, and we got 3 ball games. The Bears versus the Lions. That's when you go fix your plate and just go sit down and talk to Grandma. And then you should have said. And then you got the Raiders and the Cowboys. That initially looked like a good one on paper, but now it's just sloppy. Look, this is one of those games where they probably win 50-0. The Cowboys. And then again, Aaron.
I wouldn't say that. Now I do have the Cowboys winning this game. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But don't be surprised if Raiders put out a close one.
They're just a team
downslide, though, but
they are. It looks like those guys are just sleepwalking, man.
Now, if this one of these games that the Cowboys believe that, okay, we're gonna go in, we're gonna get this win and go home and have some Thanksgiving dinner, it may not be that easy. So they better be ready. They better be ready to play.
Yeah, it should be an easy win for Dallas. The game of the day, though, will be Buffalo and New Orleans at night, the nighttime game.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that one?
I'm going with the Bills, man. The Saints still up and down at the quarterback position. Defense is playing good, but with Kamara, he's still on the rocks. He missed the last 2 games, so that's a big piece they're missing. Definitely without, a real starter quarterback. So I'm gonna have to go with the Bills on that one.
Well, I think it's going to be in New Orleans, and this is a game Buffalo must win.
Yeah,
this is a game Buffalo has to win. You cannot go into this game where they're down to their 3rd-string quarterback and let this one get away from you. Yeah, because I'll tell you right now. I'm going to go ahead and say this, too. I already made my prediction about the Patriots. I'm going to say this. If Buffalo loses this game, I'm going to say something crazy.
Go ahead and say it, Mo.
If Buffalo loses this game, that would make them 6-5, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to make the playoffs.
Oh.
They're not going to make postseason. I'm telling you right now, remember you heard it right here on the Maurice Brown Show Sports Edition, that if Buffalo loses to the Saints, they're done.
Are you going to wear a Detroit Lions hat?
But I'm not wearing that team hat you got on there.
Can you wear a Detroit hat?
No. I won't do it. I won't do it because I'll be stuck up here wearing a hat, and then you'll go find a hat for me to wear.
I got one. We gonna get up.
Okay. If I'm wrong, what kind of hat would I have to wear again?
Detroit Lions.
Do you have one?
Or Chicago Bears.
And I'm a Packer fan. That would be most disgraceful.
You get to choose, but we can
you know
get
what?
One.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll say that'll be so disgusting if I had to do that. But I'll just say this. If Buffalo loses, remember they have to lose the ball game.
Okay.
And if they lose the ball game, they're not making the playoffs. You heard it here. And if that doesn't happen, I'll wear that dumb lion hat.
Okay. We'll get you one, Mo. Just keep the tag on it so that way we can return it.
Yeah, we got to keep the tag on it. Okay, so we're going to keep this thing moving, man. I love Thanksgiving. Even if the Bears and the Lions are playing, it's just a nice day with the family and food and just watching football all day and chit-chatting and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to it. I just like that last game in particular, though, with the Saints. And because the Saints, their playoff hopes are on the line, too.
Yeah.
Because I think there's
I have a question, Mo. I got a question.
Okay.
How does Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys get the Thanksgiving every year.
For some reason, it's just an NFL tradition. I don't know why. I'm surprised the Redskins aren't playing. Usually they're playing on most Thanksgivings they're playing.
I would rather see that Dallas and the Skins go.
That would be, dude. That would be the game of the day,
right?
If they were on. I want to keep the train moving. There's Matt Fortney with the money. But Matt in the bag, I love it. So we're gonna move forward. I have an interesting topic I'd like to go into, and we've mentioned this team a couple of times. Are the Minnesota Vikings a sleeping giant?
You want to go first, Aaron, or
the win that they just got from the Packers? If their defense can step up and have a little bit more consistency, because Kirk Cousins is playing exceptional. I mean, he's not the reason for that up and down season. But if their defense can get more consistent, then I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they make a push, pushing this playoff run.
Okay, 40 says no way.
If their defense gets more consistent, then I'm gonna say yes. Because the offense, they have a lot of weapons.
They do.
A lot of weapons.
They do.
This kid, Thielen and Jefferson, they're sick.
Yep.
And I honestly, to be totally honest with you, I thought Kirk Cousins on a couple of those long ones, he just threw the joint up. I mean, Cousins just got back there and he just threw the thing up there, man. They went out and got it.
50-50 ball.
He was doing that 50-50 ball stuff.
Yeah.
I said, man, Kirk, you freaking jerk. But see, here it is. When you see Aaron Rodgers, and this is a comparison and contrast deal.
Kirk Cousins.
When you see Aaron Rodgers drop back, that thing is like prolific. It is like standout. I mean, you can see when he lets that laser go, he's gonna hit his target.
Yeah.
But when Kirk throws that thing up, man, it looks like he's just throwing it to save his life. Don't kill me. Somebody please catch it.
Throwing him to duckies up.
Thielen and Jefferson get it done.
Yeah.
Because you can say what you want to. I mean, Green Bay's secondary has been pretty good all year long. And they were baking us, man. That kid Jefferson was baking our secondary, man.
He's gonna be something special.
He is.
Yeah, he can ball.
He can flat out ball, and look, I'm kind of making fun of Kirk a little bit. Kirk Cousins doesn't get the respect that he deserves. I mean, he's really a very good quarterback. Cousins is.
I don't. This.
Yeah.
Are the Vikings a sleeping giant? It could have been until they had to play the 49ers. It's unfortunate for them.
I see you in game mode already, Stu.
It's unfortunate for them that they had to play the 49ers, and you seen what we've been doing to teams.
Hey, Stu, you started to get your swag back.
We got our swag back. We got to smack them around a little bit. Kurt going to get introduced to Boza. He's going to be like, what happened?
The one thing about the 49ers, and this is scary, this is why the season is starting to become very intriguing right now in the NFC, is because the 49ers are now playing the way you expected them to. And they can beat anybody, the 49ers. When they are on their game, they beat anybody.
Oh, yeah.
And that running game is beastly. That defense is beastly. Shanahan makes the right play calls, especially for a guy like Jimmy G. And it's just all coming together now for the 49ers.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the Vikings, and then you look at all the other big dogs in Arizona and Green Bay and Dallas and Tampa and the Rams. And then you throw the Washington football team and Philly, like they're getting into the conversation. Oh, no, this thing's going to be interesting coming down the stretch. Because this
very unfortunate.
And Taylor Heineke, or is that his name, Taylor or Tyler?
Taylor.
That's it. Because I was about to call him St. Pauli girl, He's Heineken again. But I'm telling you, this kid is like he's a gamer. Heineken.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense is now, it's too bad for Chase Young because he's out for the season. But the defense is starting to play like we expected them to.
Yeah.
And it starts with Allen and Payne up front too. Allen's been paying. If Allen don't make the Pro Bowl, it's ridiculous. I don't know who's voting or what's going on, but if he's not in the Pro Bowl, then I don't know what type of voting system they got, because the way he's playing, he's a wrecking ball in there, and him and Payne are controlling the front.
Yeah,
and then we got Landon Collins playing more in that box role.
Yeah.
He playing more in that box role. He's doing. We just coming together, and we coming together the right time when we about to start these division games. And I told everyone, I said we want to know in division. I said these tough games, only thing they doing is preparing us for our division games, and all the teams that we played up to this point, I will say, a lot of them teams that we played. The Cowboys ain't better than the majority of the teams that we played on. Kansas City is one of them. So, and I could say this: we played Kansas City. Now, again, they wasn't playing as well as they did play this past Sunday, but we played Kansas City better than the Cowboys did. We had a chance to win that game.
You did. You absolutely did. You let that one get away from you.
You let it slip away. Yep.
The final score doesn't indicate how it really went down. So as we move on to our final topic on this show, we've got the Rams and the Green Bay. As I would seem somewhat biased, but I really feel like this is the game of the week, Week 12, the LA Rams versus the Green Bay Packers. How you calling this one, Stu?
That's a great game. I'm rooting for the Packers, of course. LA Rams are in our division. I think that you guys can beat them now. They're going to be coming. They just got smacked around by the San Francisco 49ers, so they're not feeling too happy about that. So you're going to get a tough team. But I think that Green Bay, you guys, took a tough loss this week, and you guys can come back and run the ball, and our defense can make some plays, and Aaron can do what he does. And I'm taking the Green Bay Packers to win that game.
Well, there you go, man. Aaron. You got you gotta love it, man. There's no question about it. I think that the Rams I think something has happened with the Rams. I think that defensive coordinators have figured out Matthew Stafford. Could be wrong, but I'm just looking at how he's just kind of like just wet to bed. Like,
I know what happened to him.
Stafford, what are you doing?
I know what happened to him.
What happened?
49ers happened to him.
Well, the 49ers.
He got punched in the mouth.
Well, but you got to look. The Titans did the same thing.
Yeah.
The Tennessee Titans did the same thing, and then earlier in the year, prior to that, I think who was it that went in there? The Cardinals. Cardinals did the same thing to him.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a big boy matchup, and they just got big boyed.
So the honest answer to is the Rams' rushing defense. They have a tremendous passing defense. They can get after the quarterback, but if you run the ball, they can't stop the run. And when you run the ball, that keeps them other boys on the sideline or keep them tired. So you got to figure that out. They just signed Bobby Boucher and Forrest Gump as the running back. So they should be doing some big things with Forrest Gump.
Oh, by the way, this just in, folks. Bobby Boucher to the L.A. Rams. Breaking news today. They're really upping their game now, boy. I tell you. But yeah, man. I think this is a game, Stu, as you accurately stated, that the Packers can take advantage of, because we do have A.J. Dillon. And I don't think Aaron Jones will be back for this, but we do have A.J. Dillon, who is a beast on the ground.
Right.
And so we this might be one of those games. And I tell you, and I surely hope it happens. By the way, Aaron, what's your take on this one?
Sean McVay is a very smart, intelligent offensive coordinator.
Okay.
and the struggles that Matt Stafford is having. And I'm sure he's in the film room going over Matt Stafford and why he did this and why he did that. Stop pressing. A lot of times you can see Matt. You could tell Matthew. I don't know why, but he's pressing. He's pressing. I had a chance to meet Sean McVay a couple years ago, and I could tell you that he is a very intelligent offensive coordinator, and he's going to put his players in the best position to make plays.
Yeah.
He's going to. I was hoping he was going to be Washington's head coach when we had him in house.
Oh man, I don't know how he got out of DC.
We let him slip away, but I'm telling you. So if this offense could get going, if this offense just could get going like they was in the beginning of the year, and they could step down, they put themselves in a basket with this going against the Packers, because if they lose this game against the Packers, they gonna have to I don't know the remaining schedule, but they're gonna have to go for a little streak. They can't afford to lose too many games and sneak behind in the playoffs and think they're gonna make a run to it.
Well, not with the way the 49ers are playing now. I think do they have 2 games against the 49ers, Stu, remaining on their schedule?
1 game. We beat them 1 time, so we got to play them 1 more time in the end.
Oh, my gosh, you beat them? You beat the Rams?
Yeah. Yeah. Remember we smacked them around?
Okay.
Sent them home crying.
You pimp slapped them. So you got them 1 more. They got you guys They got you guys 1 more time, and I think they have the Cardinals 1 more time, and they were spanked by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So you're right, Aaron. This is almost one of those must-win situations for the Rams.
Well, I'm not going to say it's a must-win.
Okay.
But it's a close one.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
It's getting there.
Another big situation, the problem they were having is when Robert Woods got hurt, he was like their every down receiver. You know, he was the, you need a yard, you can throw a quick slant, or he can get you, going across the middle and stuff. So they were trying to replace him with Odell Beckham, and they're still trying to figure it all out. So I think that they just got to figure it out. But like Aaron said, McVay is a smart guy. I think he'll figure it out. They got time with their 7-3. So, there's no crisis yet. They'll figure things out, and they got to get that defense playing better.
Yeah.
That defense was stopping a lot of people, and people have been having them on their heels on skates running the ball. So I think Rams will figure it out.
I will say this about McVay. I think McVay needs to fall back on the run a little bit more.
Yeah,
I think he's starting to get a little trigger happy with Stafford back there.
Absolutely.
I mean, Stafford, he has the ability to throw 40, 45 times a game. Yeah, he can do that, but I think he should tone it down and then stick with the run just a little bit more. To open stuff up a little bit more easier for that.
Totally agree.
Especially with a running back like Forrest Gump, who they drafted last week.
Yeah, and who knows what they're going to do with Bobby Boucher? Who knows what they're going to do with the Water Boy? So yeah, I would definitely. I think you're right though. They don't run enough.
They don't run enough.
And Rams won't figure it out against the best offensive coordinator in the game, and the best. Well,
who is that?
Well, that's going to be. Oh my gosh, what is the guy's name? Nathan. Goodness gracious, our OC. He's not he's got Aaron Rodgers. It wouldn't make he's got Aaron Rodgers.
I wouldn't say he's the best.
Hackett, Nathan Hackett.
Okay.
He's the son of a longtime NFL head coach Paul Hackett, who was an awesome offensive coordinator, and he draws them up really well. But he's got a run.
Yeah, equalizer.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be too quick on that. But I like what you said, Aaron. They're going to have to figure out how to run that ball a little bit more often. I think he's too enamored with all of the, the eye candy with Stafford and the receivers. By the way, is Woods out for the season?
Yeah, he's done.
Wow. Yeah. So they're going to have to figure out how to get Beckham in that rotation quickly because you're right, Stu. I mean, Woods meant a lot to him.
Yeah, he did.
He really did, man. So
I think they'll figure it out, though. They got time.
Oh, Matt, you meant Aaron being the OC. Now we're on the same page. My God, that's it. Yes, indeed. Look, guys, we're going to get out of here. I mean, this has been a great show. I cannot wait for the Thanksgiving festivities with the games on Thursday. 3 games on, 1 really good one. The other 2, hey, that's like I said, just load up on your food and just spend some time with Grandma with the game in the background.
Hey, Mo, let me get a quick shout out.
Yeah.
For my Bowie State Bulldogs. CIAA champs 3 times in a row.
Oh man! Okay. Wow, awesome, buddy.
3 times in a row, CIAA champs.
HBCU. Hey,
yes, sir.
Who did you guys beat in the championship?
Fayetteville State.
Oh wow, man! I love it, man. That is good stuff. You played with them back in the 2000s, right?
2005. I played with Isaac Redmond, who got picked up by. He played with Pittsburgh Steelers. He was with the Steelers and a couple other teams for a few years.
Oh man, I love it, man. That's a great shout out right there, bro. There's no doubt about that.
I got one question.
Go ahead, Stu.
I want to ask Aaron Moore because he knows me and him go at it all the time. Taylor Heineke. So I was amazed at all the great, wonderful things he was saying about him on today's show. So I just want to ask him, are you going to get that jersey? Are you going to get that Heineke jersey?
If he give me a good one on Monday night, I'll go out and buy one.
Okay.
Oh, man, that's strong. That's strong. I'll tell you right now. Well,
if he give me a trifecta for Monday night, I'll go buy one.
Okay.
Hey, I want to let you guys know before we get out of here, I got a good buddy of mine appearing in this film coming out on Christmas Day called American Underdog, the Kurt Warner story.
Wow.
And so Dennis Quaid is playing Dick Vermeil, and this is Zachary Levi who's playing Kurt Warner. And my buddy Brett Varvel is playing Steve Mariucci in this film. That's coming out on Christmas Day, everybody. So check that out if you get an opportunity. That's going to be all over the nation. Matt Fortney, only a number 21 jersey will do.
John Taylor. I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
That's classic jersey right there.
Yeah.
It is a classic jersey. Sean Taylor was going to go down as the greatest free safety in the history of the NFL. There's no doubt about that.
Most definitely.
So we're going to get out of here on that note, guys. Until next week, happy Thanksgiving to you guys. And there you go. That's it. So just go ahead and toss it. You did your due diligence. You wore it. And so if you guys have enjoyed that's been watching the show, please like it and share it and subscribe to the Maurice Brown Comedy Channel and any social media engine that Antoine Real Stewart is a part of or Aaron Moore is a part of. And if you came in at the end, you're like, I missed it. I missed the Sean Taylor shout out. I missed the trade they announced for Bobby Boucher. It's all right. Because you can watch the whole thing tomorrow about midday on the Creative Motion Network on Roku TV. And that's tomorrow about 12 or 1. You can watch the whole thing again. So don't worry. It is all good. So until next week, everybody stay safe. Enjoy Turkey Day. And remember to enjoy that turkey, particularly with the stuffing and the pie and all that stuff, the candied yams and so forth. And, chit-chatting with Grandma. Make sure that time is spent while the Bears and the Lions are on. But anyway, so everybody have a great Thanksgiving. We will see you guys next week. May the peace of Jesus Christ to you two guys be with you and your family. God bless you.
Same with you, Mo. Thank you.
Amen. Amen.